Are you guys worried about the Dallas Cowboys offense right now? Type in Y for yes you are, N for no you are not. I'm about to break down some changes I would like to see Dallas make on the offense, but I want to hear from you first. Are you concerned? Y for yes, N for no. The Dallas Cowboys Report today is presented by Manscaped. 20% off and free shipping on all their fantastic men's grooming products when you go over to manscaped.com and you use promo code Cowboys. Make a change in your off-the-field life by utilizing Manscaped and having some more success. Speaking of changes resulting in more success, that's what I'm hoping to achieve here with my suggestions for some offensive changes. Some easy, some harder, some easier said than done. Number one, and this one is easy to implement, more outside runs. Turns out that running the football directly behind the center, who is not Travis Frederick, over and over and over up the middle, isn't working very well. The Cowboys had success with this earlier on in the year, those halfback dives up the middle. Since then, it's not great. The Cowboys' run scheme, as simple as most run schemes are, is fairly basic. Outside of when Kellen Moore gets created, the two best runs the past couple weeks have been the kind of tricky speed option play with Tony Pollard and the toss left for Tony Pollard, which, by the way, use him more on the edges. Kellen Moore said he thinks that defenses are fast. That's a detriment to running the ball outside. You know who else is fast? Tony Pollard. He's really fast. Utilize him on those toss plays. I think not doing so is a mistake by the Dallas Cowboys team. You cannot do the same run plays over and over and over and over again and expect a different result. Pull guys, use stretch plays, get them out to the edge, especially with the more electric Tony Pollard right now. Frankly, I want to see Tony Pollard get more run. He's more explosive right now, and unlike Zeke Elliott, he's healthy. So I want you to pick a running back one for me right now for at least the rest of the year or at least a game, because this guy, Zeke Elliott, he ain't healthy. So pick one for me. TP for Tony Pollard or EE for Ezekiel Elliott. Now, speaking of Zeke, my change number 2 kind of ties into this. Rest Zeke or even outright sit him. This is not designed to be Zeke sucks conversation. That's not the case. Because Zeke at the beginning of this year was awesome, averaging over 5 yards per carry, 202 yards after contact, a fantastic average. But last 7 games, Zeke, he has not been right. He has been banged up. The yards are down on more carries. The average has gone from awesome to way below average. The yards after contact, it's not very good. Touchdowns down as well. Zeke is very clearly not healthy. And I think continuing to run him up the middle when he's not right is not going to result in what we're searching for. And I do want Zeke healthy down the stretch. I would like nothing more than to be able to run the ball every single play and score every drive. It's not that simple, though. You got to find ways to maximize your offense. And right now, giving Zeke a big workload is not working. It's impacting the rest of the offense, as we'll get into here in a little bit. So what do you think? Should the Cowboys rest Zeke? Type P for play, or you can type in R for you would rather rest him right now. The Performance Package is available over at Manscaped.com, and you can save 20% and get free shipping on that and any product you want from Manscaped when you use promo code Cowboys at Manscaped.com. They've got the Lawnmower 4.0. They did it for Dak Prescott, of course. It's the best men's grooming tool on the market. Keeps things fresh and clean and tight, and it's a little bit smooth as well. Some changeable guard lengths depending on how tight you want to keep it downstairs. Manscaped.com, promo code Cowboys. That link, which will be in the comment section and in the description, will save you 20% off when you use promo code Cowboys at checkout. Number 3, start Connor Williams. I was okay trying out the Connor McGovern situation because, look, he's under contract a year longer. He was playing great in the Hulk package, that as the fullback type of player. He'd earned, I thought, a chance. He's under contract for a year. the comparison is very clear. Even though penalty boy Connor Williams has had his issues, he's better than Connor McGovern is right now. Now, maybe McGovern gets fixed as the games go on, but he's already allowed more hurries in almost half the snaps that Williams has. Like, it's pretty clear to me that McGovern's just not the guy, and I think Williams is more athletic, allows you to get to the second level, do some more things with stretching, getting to the outside, the things the Cowboys offense can do. The O-line was playing better with Connor Williams at left guard than what it is currently with Connor McGovern. I don't think that's an accident. So because of that, I think you got to give Sewell the job back again. I don't think the McGovern situation has worked out the way anyone involved, including myself, hoped it was going to. So pick a left guard for me. W for Williams or M for McGovern. This is where things currently sit in the sub-battle between the Cowboys Report, us here at Chat Sports, against the actual Washington football team. I want to double them up, and we have a chance at actually pulling that off. So, if you want free Cowboys videos on a team that, should win the NFC East fairly handily, hit that big red button and subscribe. Imagine cheering for a team that doesn't have a nickname. Could not be us whatsoever. Those first three moves were fairly easy to implement. The next two are not, so it is a bit of armchairing from my end. Number 4 is boosting Dak's trust and chemistry. And Dak has not been a disaster the last 5 games, but he hasn't played nearly as well as what he was before that calf injury, which may or may not be a factor. I lean towards probably not being as big a deal as some might think. The Cowboys offense has struggled, and Prescott undoubtedly deserves at least some of the blame for that. It's not all his fault, however. Jerry Jones on Tuesday on his radio spot blamed the receivers for not doing their routes properly. That's an issue, but Dak has also missed throws. I thought Dak was awesome in the first half against the Saints. Not so much in the second half against the Saints. He has missed throws he normally makes. I think a big factor in this beyond the receiving core not quite being right, and I think the COVID issues, practice time kind of cutting into some chemistry. I don't think Dak trusts the offensive line. I think especially from the interior, I don't think he trusts Biadasz and McGovern the same way he did as Biadasz and Williams, and you've had some rotating chairs at tackle as well. And the result has been Dak has thrown a little bit more frequently off of platform. And when Dak gets into trouble, it's due at least in part, if not large part, to his base can get off. And when his base is not set properly, he does not have the raw Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers arm strength to make up for that. So it leads to some balls floating, being underthrown, whatever. Those issues tend to compound themselves, and now you got a problem where your quarterback is maybe not putting the ball perfectly where it needs to be. So it's not just the Dak thing. There's no one answer for this offensive issues, but it would be disingenuous to say there's nothing to blame or nothing to correct from Dak's side. Number 5, this is a big one for me. Figure out the third downs. Now, I think those first 4 things all play into number 5, I think especially number 4. And this unquestionably is easier said than done. Now, the easiest way to convert third downs is to never be in a third down situation. And the Cowboys at the beginning of the year were great at getting first downs on first and second down. That helps move the chains. It's a very effective offensive strategy. But through and up to including week 5, Dallas was converting 51.6% of their third downs. That was, I believe, second in the NFL behind, I think, the Chiefs. Awesome conversion numbers. Since then, disaster. 32.6%. That is 30th, I believe, behind the Texans and they're ahead of the Texans and the Falcons. That's horrible. It's tough to win football games on offense when your third downs are that poor. Now, it's not just third downs or third and longs that are the issue for Dallas. There are some third and shorts they've also missed, and it's been fairly consistent in this losing streak. They had some success against the Vikings, against the Falcons. They won against the Patriots despite going like 3 of 13. Those are problems. So I think if you can get the chemistry figured out with Dak Prescott, move the ball better on early downs, that's all going to help you do better on third downs. But these are some of, I think, the core changes you have to make. And it's not just, of course, about the 3 players I mentioned. There's the whole offensive line, etc. The Dallas offense, which was clicking on all cylinders earlier this year, taking aggressively what the defense is giving them, has not been doing that as of late. And I think the number one thing to fix, either get the ground game right or stop running what you're running, because that has been a major problem for Dallas. And you know what? Let Dak's trust grow and push the ball downfield just a little bit more.